What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to another video. So I spoke with someone today and they told me that they think that they are a narcissist. And I say, well, why would you think that? Because I've known them long enough to know that they are not a narcissist. They are very kind-hearted. They have a lot of empathy. Like, I know this person. Like, we are close related. And he said, because someone told me that I am. They tell me that all the time. So I'm like this. Because there's so many ways to look at it. Like, if you know someone is a narcissist, you know someone is toxic, you're not married to them, you don't have children with them, why are you constantly throwing it in their face? You know what's going on with them, but you won't, remove yourself from the situation. You remain in a relationship with one. If you're so smart enough to know what's going on with the person, why are you still there? So that's the first thing came to mind when we was talking today. And then the second thing is, ain't no narcissist going to admit to being a toxic individual. So if this person, said that, well, somebody told me that I'm one, and they're not aware that they are one, they're only going by what somebody is, putting in their mind. That just goes to show that the person who's telling them that just may be the narcissist themselves. So that's why I just kind of pay close attention to when people throw that out there like, well, I was a narcissist, or I know that I can be kind of narcissistic at times. I think that we all have the traits. We all are capable of showing ways of a narcissist. It's like a person who has been hurt by someone who they've been there for and just did it, just did so good by the person and they were hurt by them. And so they mention it to someone else, like they express their hurt behind this person's betrayal or whatever. You may look at it as the way they're smearing their name, so they must be a narcissist. That doesn't necessarily make you a narcissist. Like, anybody can have the traits of a narcissist. That doesn't label you a narcissist. Like, it's kind of difficult to explain. So I'm like, it just kind of sounds like this person is gaslighting him and brainwashing him, making him believe that he is toxic, like he has the problem, when in fact, that person may be the one with the problem. So that's just another way of looking at it when a person tell you that they are a narcissist. Because again, ain't no narcissist going to admit to being it. They are not self-aware of anything like that. Inside in their mind, they can't do no wrong. It's not even about, them being the one with the problem. To them, they don't have that type of, they're not capable of being that way. They can point the fingers and everybody else around them can have the problem, but not them. So that's just how I looked at it. That was the only response I was able to give them. I seen some videos on YouTube a little while back. I don't see them anymore with this lady who claims that she's a narcissist. And her videos was based on how she is as a narcissist. And I didn't feel right. Like, a lot of people were sucked into that mess and they believed it. Like, well, I'm going to pray for you and you can change and all that. And I'm like, maybe these people is just trolling, because I just don't see anybody admitting to something like that. A narcissist, they just not going to do that. They're not going to let you know that they have a problem because they live in denial, first of all. And so that's how I know that the person who I spoke with today is not a narcissist. And then I know them. Like, I know their heart. I know that they have empathy. Like, I know this person. They're real good people, real loving and kind individuals. So I just know that that's not them. If anything, whoever told them this is probably the narcissist. So anyway, that's all I pretty much want to talk about. That's my view on it. That's how I look at it. If someone mentions that they are a narcissist, I kind of dig deeper into that. I don't just go by what they say. I go by what they show me. So thank y'all for watching, and I'll talk to you soon.